Hi, I'm Alex, and welcome to my channel. This is a robot that can carry my backpack around. Now, this is started like 4 weeks ago when I had the idea, and I've been working on it ever since. I have gone through 5 versions so far, and I've actually gotten the Buwizz, which is like you can control different voltages, and it has up to 4 things, and you can control it using your phone. Now, this is my mom's phone because I'm filming on my phone, but as you can see, like this. So there's 4 different modes and 4 different voltages. So there's slow, normal, fast, and ludicrous, which is 12 volts, 11.2, but essentially 12. Now, running, so let me go over it. So you've got normal up, just normally it has a face. Thought that was a nice addition to add. Full steering, backrest, so the backpack can lean up against it, and it's kind of wobbly, but it won't like fall off or anything. It actually has this slanted area here, which it's kind of hard to do angles. Well, I haven't done a lot of angles, so this has been interesting to experiment with. And then the servo's down here. Now, looking at the bottom, you have the portal axles. Now, if I take the wheel off, you can see it's a portal axle that gives a 3-to-1 gearing ratio, and it's quite nice considering it's usually not that easy to get a 3-to-1 gearing ratio in a small area. Now, I started with 2 motors. While I put this back on, it's a bit hard to align. Oh yeah, and there's the fourth axle hole, so there is 4 points of contact instead of the standard 3. Alright. So, this thing's a beast. It's got 4 L motors, so that's a lot of torque. And it's geared 2.5 to 1. So, now, I guess we're going to test it out. We're going to start without my backpack on it, just to see it with no weight on it. So this is normal mode. And now when you compare that to walking pace, which I've had to deal with because I have used this in school. My end goal for this is to, actually be able to drive it around school with my backpack on it. Now my original idea was to have a camera on it. And you could get in like a video call. But I realized that that's really hard to do. It's hard to do because the range doesn't work that great. It's not long enough for you to actually be able to use it. So, I just went with fully remote controlled. Now, this is ludicrous mode. So this is about walking pace. Now, I've tested this at school and made sure that it can hold up. Now, I have had now you might be thinking that's kind of fast, but I've had to make sure it can keep up to you because you only have a set amount of time while you're walking through the halls for it to be carrying your backpack, and you kind of just gotta go with it, and you gotta not be late to class. So this is it with the backpack. You see the slant or the angle right here kind of cradles the backpack in, and then it is resting on the back part. So, alright, now this is it on normal mode. If you hear any squeaking, that is because the gears are rubbing against each other. So remember, this is normal mode, and then we have ludicrous mode. Now I'm still thinking about gearing this down even less. I'm still trying to decide because it does go class to class, but if I have to go across the school, Alexa stop. But if it goes across the school, then it might be a little late. So it really just depends. But it is about walking pace. Now, if you see that orange light come on, that means mainly it's like voltage warning, kind of. It's like energy drain warning. So with 4 motors, it does use a lot of battery. So I'll usually have to charge it in between class, well, during class, which isn't that big a deal. But I'm essentially like the coolest kid in school, I guess, because I brought a robot to school and was driving around my backpack. So that was a bunch of fun. And I might do a part 2 where I like do video in school of it actually working, but we got to figure out how that would work with the controls, considering I'm filming with my phone and the controls are on my phone. But otherwise, this has probably been the most functional thing I have ever built. Now, I've built a lot of stuff, but this I have put the most time into and the most effort into, and I'm really happy with it. The fact that you can bring it to school, which, you know, some people might say, oh, you're bringing this toy to school. Well, for one, no one stopped me in the halls and been like, hey, you can't bring that to school. Well, no one's done that. All I've gotten is compliments, which is really cool. I've had teachers stop me in the halls and be like, hey, that's really cool. Where'd you make that? Or, man, that's nice. So, that's nice. That's really cool. And then I can just like impress my friends and stuff, which is really good. And otherwise, you know, it's useful. I mean, you might just be thinking, yeah, well, why don't you just carry your backpack? My backpack's not that heavy. Well, you probably could. I don't know. It's cool. Get over yourself. Driving around a backpack is fun. So, and I guess the amount of pride you get off of something you've built being used in that way, it's just awesome. And then, I guess as we're talking about learning experiences, considering it's got to hold a considerable amount of weight and not bow, I've learned a lot about structuralness, or like more like material science, but basically the limits of the pieces. I've had to upgrade up from 2 motors to 4 motors to get the power I need and the speed. And then overall, I mean, I'm putting a considerable amount of weight on this, and it is barely bowing. Now, if we show it like this, can you go lower? Okay, show the bottom. And then I put a lot of weight on it. That doesn't bow much. And I know where the weak points are too, because I've actually broke this. I've been demonstrating it like this, and not this model, but a previous version. But the thing is, the way that the steering is connected is it's on pivots, and the pivots are connected on these studs. So essentially, if you put enough weight on it, I think it should, theoretically, that would be the first breaking point where it would like fall. The whole thing would like break. I don't know. You got to put a lot of weight on it, and I haven't put a ton of weight on it just because I don't want to break it. But the good thing about Lego is you break it, you can fix it. It's Lego. I mean, I've actually had someone come up and take my backpack off as a joke, which it sucks, but and they actually got one of these steering links out right here, so I had to put that back in school. That was fun. I had to like it. Well, it's the wheel, yeah. So you still got some jerks that are messing with you, but they're basically just jealous. And then another thing was, I mean, it's pretty cool, the way I've integrated this whole back pieces, because originally I had just had the back module connected. Now it's like completely integrated in, and it's not gonna break. Basically, it is so well put together. It's just not gonna, unless you take it apart. And you can do this. It doesn't break. I mean, yeah. I've taken this outside on the sidewalk. Obviously, I honestly regret it because, for one, it's freaking cold out right now. We have like a record low. It's like, what, -15 outside in Fahrenheit. And then there's just a bunch of salt on the sidewalk, which gets in the tires. But I cleaned all that up. Overall, I'm really happy with it. And I guess this really just keeps showing the point of this channel. Part of the point of the channel is, hey, I want to, inspire other people and show off what I make. It just an outlet to show it off. But in another way, I want to, inspire more people and show the learning opportunities of Lego. I've benefited a lot from it. I've learned a lot, and this is proof of that. And honestly, if you're like me, you might as well try it. You might not be able to make something like this at the start, but I almost guarantee you can make something with it if you put enough time into it. So, thanks everyone for watching, and like and subscribe if you want to. I don't really care. So, thanks for watching.